Yay, Lex, we done it again.
Yay!
And the clappy thing works today.
Yay!
Mic check, mic check. How's everybody doing? How's it going? I'm playing the music early because there was a like a chorus delay last time. Welcome everybody to another episode of our musical broadcast, William versus the World. I'm here with my esteemed co-host, Miss Lexi Swarm. Lexi, how you doing?
Hi.
Is that your signature? Hi. There's two notes there, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Did you know that you have two notes? Like most people hi in one note, but you greet people in dyads.
Oh.
It's kind of like a foghorn.
Oh.
Oh no, you know? Did you know like a horn in a car, it's a dyad.
Oh.
Fwah. You can't get that harmony without both notes.
What?
Go beep the horn next time. You'll notice it's two notes.
E.
Yeah.
Oh.
That E is really an ah.
Oh.
Ha. See?
Oh.
What's
Cool.
up, everybody?
Dyad.
If this is your first time here, now look, the clappy thing was working, and now it just stopped. So,
Who invented this technology?
we're not sure, but we invented this technology each and every Wednesday. If this is your first time watching, everybody at home, the best way to donate to creators on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Snap and Slap and Spit and Swallow, the best way to do that is to share. Share this live feed. And if you're too nervous, or if you're not as spineless as me, then, you know, maybe you're offended by everything you see on the internet and you don't want to share it.
It might be infected by a pebble.
Well, no, people used to feel comfortable sharing things on the internet, but now you could share something and lose your best friend.
Depends on what you're sharing.
Well, it's because everybody lives double and triple lives on the internet, and then we go in the real world, there's different expectations. But we're expecting people to watch this program to understand that sharing this live feed is an important and, may I say, free way to support our band.
Yeah.
You can donate to the band right here on Facebook, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can donate to our images, our broadcasts, our live streams by subscribing also here on Facebook for a behind-the-scenes experience. Subscribing to us on YouTube is a little bit different, but you still have access to some bonus content, or you could choose to support us through multiple tiers on our website at sepsis.com. Each and every Wednesday, this show comes on at 7 p.m., and we are learning, examining the music industry. We're looking at top stories, news. We cover technology, social media. We share independent music tips, tools, predictions. We share statistics and strategies, digital marketing, advertising, and technology. Did I miss anything, Lex? That's good enough.
Stars.
Send us them. Welcome to William versus the World. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So I have to, every now and then I have to respond to the hate.
What's the hate comment?
Every now and then I have to respond. I don't have to, but I will today.
It's fun.
Because it's fun.
Yeah. What's the hate?
So it's important to understand that everybody in the band plays a role, you know? I'm kind of the band coach. I'm also co-founder of the band. A lot of people may or may not know that. Who cares? But surprise, I'm the co-founder of the band.
Stop.
So sometimes this is very disappointing to people, especially for the people that don't like me, because they go, oh my God, that's the guy that helped create the whole thing? Oh, I don't like this shit anymore. But the thing is you don't have to like me to like the band.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a bold personality. I'm very assertive. I like to talk a lot. And because of that, some people may not like me. I'm also outspoken and brutally honest. So that is a terrible recipe for people that don't like my personality. Because I'm a co-founder of the band, I'm not going to go anywhere. So people that really want to like this band that don't like my personality and then find out that I'm the co-founder of the band sometimes are a little disappointed. So we get messages, okay? And, it's a band page. We're just an independent little band, nothing special, But we get messages from people all over the world, and some are disgusting. As you can imagine, we have females and all type of different people and varieties in the group. So sometimes, very rarely, we get disgusting messages, of course, right? The internet wouldn't be complete without a disgusting message. But very rarely do we actually get like hateful messages or negative messages. Mm-hmm. And you might think that you might think a band like us would get a lot of, like negative comments and messages, but we really don't. Not in the amount of people that we interact with, moment to moment, week to week, month to month. So we're lucky there. But every now and then, we get people who are just so disappointed that one or more people is involved with the project. So when people message the page, people will message our page, or they'll send our company an email. I don't think they're realizing that we are a small business. We're a small company. I mean, we're not just a band. We're not just people that play instruments. We're like a small gift shop, or a flea market or something like that,
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people put that together. Even if you're in a small band or you're a small artist, you are still in business because you're drawing crowds or attendance to other businesses like Facebook. See? So your band is a business because it's advertising and generating these applications when we use them, when we broadcast them, when we upload our music and images. We are advertising Facebook. We are advertising Instagram every time we use them. Same thing. If you're bringing, 10 of your friends to the bar, you are advertising the bar. You are doing business because you're helping create traffic to businesses where they're spending money, where they will make deductibles, where they will make tax reports, where at the end of the night there will be ledgers and receipts that follow. So people are like, why do you take music so seriously? You guys are just an independent band. And I said, well, the reason why we do is because A, music is our dream. Music is our life. For some people, music's just a hobby. For us, it's our life. That's why, I'm saying it's hard to make fun of somebody that feels like that. Somebody, if it's your hobby, we can make fun of you. If it's truly your dream, it's hard to shake somebody from that. And the other reason why we take music so seriously is because we understand that even being in a small band is a small business. We understand that we are generating traffic to real big companies and corporations and bars and liquor companies and clothing companies. So that's why. But again, we all have a role in the band. I'm just going to, for those that don't know, I'm just going to run it down for you a little bit. So, like Lexi, is my co-host on the program. Say hello to Lexi.
Hi.
You guys may remember her from past and previous projects that we've worked on. She came into the band just being a video feature. She was going to be in a music video one time. It was just fun. We weren't a professional band or anything. She jumped in the video. It was a lot of fun. Shortly after that, she asked us if she could be our merch girl, which we thought was a great idea. And then she did that for some time. Later on, Lexi started to become a podcaster on her own. She got good at it on her own, at which point we brought her on the page. Prior to that, she was on Swarm TV every Sunday with Melissa Wolf. During the pandemic, she was Melissa Wolf's Twitch partner. So it's not just like she just started podcasting with me today here. Everyone has their role, And now, she is a musician in the band. Life just has a funny way of twisting and turning. Okay? But Zach has his role. Zach is our bass player. But he also has a significant role on stage and installs a tremendous amount of value. I don't think we've had anybody I don't think we've had anybody as an individual as action-packed and valuable as Zach in one package in a long time. You know what I mean? He's just a really special person, and he fulfills a lot of roles. And so does Rob. You know, so everybody in the band fulfills a lot of roles. As an administrator, I know this is like kind of boring, but hear me out. Because I'll never get to this unless I explain our roles here.
And also, the people don't know this.
They don't fucking know.
You know? Like, especially today. Like, no offense to the people that do know this.
Right.
This is more so for the people that are in what we like to call, like, the scroll. Where they're scrolling and they stumble upon this and they think this is the first time ever this ever happened in life. Because this is the first time that they ever saw it in life. So we're here to break it down to everybody that we are people.
Yes. Imagine that.
There's a story leading up to today.
Right.
And we're going to fill you in on it.
Right. Whether you like it or not.
Right.
Because they're going to delete this live in 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then there you have it.
And we get confusing hate
Yeah.
comments. So we're here to address everything.
So
Every goddamn thing.
Right. It's not like it deserves an explanation.
No.
We're doing this for fun.
Right.
It fulfills our purpose and our goals. We wouldn't do this if we weren't having the time of our lives.
Right. It's also been a while since we talked of.
So
We did like a little.
we gotta address the haters.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, our haters are some of our biggest supporters. The people that don't follow us formally are actually our biggest, hardest working followers.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
The people that go out of their way to distance themselves from us are the people that watch us the most.
Thank you for watching us, guys.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are absolutely responsible for us getting more attention than we deserve.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a quick meet the band.
So it would be impossible today to run down and walk down everyone's responsibilities and departments in the band. That's not my point. I just wanted to remind you guys that, like, when a person messages the band, they don't know who they're messaging.
Yeah.
I tell this to my friends all the time. You know, people that, you know, want to isolate you or corner you, and they know you're in a band, or they know that you work at the Winn-Dixie. The truly disrespectful and disgusting people in your life will corner you at your job where you're living check to check. I don't think people really realize that this is our job.
Yeah, we work here.
So there's some people who have never bought a ticket to my show, people that I've grown up with, family, friends, people who want to get in touch with me and they'll finally realize that I don't use social media for personal use. I just don't.
No.
I just don't. I just don't use. I'm an entertainer. I only use social media to entertain people. That's it. And the day that I'm not an entertainer or a musician or I don't have anything to offer, I won't be available on social media at all. You'll never see me again. You know?
Yeah.
There's two kinds of people using social media at any given time of the day. There are people that are creating content and people that are consuming it. And you have to decide which person you are at any given moment. That's up to you at home.
Yeah.
You make that decision, not me. Yeah, where was I, Lex? I was saying something about.
You're talking about how you don't know who you're messaging when you message the band page or any band page.
I don't think people know this.
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of parasocial relationships on social media. And believe me, some of your favorite artists and creators know that you don't know that. And they are also taking advantage of you guys sometimes in your mental health. Please understand this. It's not a very nice thing to do. That's why I'm educating you on it. That's why I'm doing this. So when if you were mad at Melissa, okay, and you wanted to message the band page, listen, you have to understand. If you message the band page, you will never get Melissa. Ever. Because Melissa doesn't answer messages on social media. You won't know if she's seen them, if she doesn't see them, and we do that because we need to have boundaries, checks and balances for people that don't have self-control. See how we did that? That's why we do that.
Smart.
So when you message the band page, you don't know if you're messaging me, you don't know if you're messaging Zach, you don't know if you're messaging one of the girls, and we keep it that way. You could be messaging one individual in the staff, or you could be messaging all of the individuals in the staff. So if you message a band, or you message a band page on Facebook or on social media, you should just assume that you're messaging everybody in the band and their manager. Because chances are, we're going to share it with everybody in the band. You know? So when we receive messages about an individual, we share it with that individual. You know?
Yeah.
So everybody, you know, so when we receive messages, ultimately, the messages are public. So we share those messages in a public way. So you never really know who you're messaging. So we got a message the other day, and it was a message to Melissa. Now you guys have to remember that me and Melissa have been best friends for over 13 years. And business partners. We founded the band. I don't expect anybody to know that. Literally, I'm unfireable. So the person messaging said, you know, Melissa, you really need to pay attention because William is going to ruin the band. He has so much hate in his heart. The band is all about him, and he tends to make everything about him. He's going to ruin your band. He's filled with so much hate in his heart. Now, I just got done explaining to you that I don't use social media for personal or private activities. So when you guys are responding to me, or you guys are responding to my personality here on social media, you have to remember that you're responding to a person who has a goal of entertaining. I need you to try to pay attention to what I said. The other thing is you have to remember my role here as an administrator. I'm also the person that writes the music. You guys may not know this, but I'm an administrator in the band. I write the fucking music. I'm the composer of the music. I don't know if you guys know that at all. I write 98% of the lyrics. So when somebody says, William, your heart is full of hate, and it's all about me, they're right. This band is all about me. And it's all about the people that are in it. What it's not about is you. You see that? So I write the lyrics. Of course the band is about me. It's literally about me.
Yeah.
Of course there's hatred in my heart. This is heavy metal music. Anger, hatred, sadness, love, sex. Yep.
That's it.
Yep. So when you message the page and you say, you think you're talking to Melissa, and you write her a message and you say, William is going to ruin the band, you're talking to the co-founder of the band. And I'm the person that writes the music and the lyrics. So I've been ruining the band for 14 years. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you didn't know any better, you might meet me today and go, you know what, I don't like that guy's personality. Melissa, that guy's going to ruin the band for you. But what you don't know is I'm the co-founder of the band. I write the lyrics. Every song you've ever heard, I've written. So what you have to understand is when you say and you accuse me that the band is all about me, you're right. The band is all about me. I've been writing music about my life my entire life.
In this band.
And it hasn't been cookies and cream. So sepsis is music with a message. It's not all cookies and cream.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give you a rundown of every song. Maybe that's a conversation we can have a different night, you know? But if you were to give a rundown of every song and give me a title of every song in our catalog, it's about me. It's about Melissa. And more recently, it's about Hot Sauce. It's about, you sing and you scream in our music. That music's about you. Sepsis is about the people in the band. And guys, I don't know, I know a lot of you guys listen to artists that rap about champagne and butts and beating each other up all the time. I know that that's a thing. But not all music is about nationalism. Not all music is about misogyny. Not all music is about getting rich and going to the club. Not all music is about domination. Not all music is about happiness. So when people say to me, or they look at 20 seconds of a clip of me and they say that guy's got anger in his heart, that's exactly why we have this show. 100%.
Yeah.
So responding to the commenter, responding to the messenger that feels like I'm going to ruin the band by having hate in my heart, I've been ruining this band for over a decade. Guys, Sepsis is a band with a message. Some bands have a message, while other bands don't. Our lyrics have a variety of emotions and elements. I never thought of being a hater. I never thought of hating anyone until recently. Yeah. So until recently, if you would have asked me, do I hate anybody, I would have said absolutely not. I've never. And people have asked me that before. Do I hate anybody? Put a 1 in the chat if you hate somebody. Put a 1 in the chat if you think you do.
Like truly hate somebody.
Okay. So I never thought that I hated anyone, and I never thought that I hated anything. Until recently. I finally hate somebody. I only hate one person. Mm-hmm. So when somebody said I had hate in my heart, I had to really stop and think about that, because I would have said before then that I would have challenged that,
Yeah, you would have, yeah.
But I thought about it recently, and until recently, I've never hated anyone. But I thought about the things I do hate, and you're right, I do have hatred in my heart. I hate racism.
Oh, talk this.
I do have hatred in my heart. I hate slavery. Mm-hmm. I hate police brutality. I hate misogyny. You're right, I do have hate in my heart. When people see me come on the internet and you guys see me upset, you guys see me bold and passionate, for those of you that don't know me and you guys look at me, you see 20 seconds of me and say, man, look at that guy, he has hate in his heart. You know what, you're right, I do have hate in my heart. I hate child abuse.
Oh, yeah, talk your truth.
I hate prison. When you see hate in my heart, you're absolutely right. I hate religion. Mm-hmm. I hate the music industry. And I hate social media. I tend to want to hate AI, and there are times that I feel like I even want to hate heavy metal and the heavy metal scene and the music industry altogether, because instead of just fucking liking it like a normal person or benefiting from it, instead of just liking music, people on the internet use anything and everything for a source to hurt other people and take away from the most valuable individuals. And I hate that. So yeah, I do have hatred in my heart. And you know what? Before today, before this live stream, there has never been a time in the last 15 years of us being on the internet. You can never find a live, you can't find a past recording of me, not a music interview. You can't find a post from Sepsis, myself, or Melissa where we've mentioned ever hating anyone or any group or individual. And I don't ask Mark Zuckerberg permission to post what I want on Facebook. If the whole internet failed today and crashed, I would just move on with my life. So, in that sense, you may not like my personality. I'm bold, I'm passionate, I'm outspoken, I'm assertive, but I make heavy metal with a purpose. My lyrics, our mission, and everything that this band believes and what we broadcast in our lives and our messages are more than just rock and roll. And sometimes that's not cookies and cream. And I can think of other bands too. I know we're all used to listening to music that's about nothing, right? Everyone's satisfied with music that doesn't mean anything. Right? Like imagine if all of our favorite artists, because that's what everybody wants, right, Lexi? Everybody wants everybody to go back to a time where all the musicians, shut the fuck up and we make meaningless music. But we've had meaningless music and mumbling for quite some time, and I've got no beef with that. But there's plenty of mumbling. There's plenty of racket.
Yeah.
There's not a shortage of noise.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's got to be artists. People say, I don't want to hear songs about politics. I don't like when musicians address religion. I don't want musicians to talk about abuse. I want to take... Well, in today's world, where everything is fucking politicized, everything is fucking racist, everything is fucking marginalized, these are going to be the topics that musicians write about today. Just like in Vietnam, they wrote about Vietnam. Just like in World War I and World War II, the musicians of that day wrote about those things. And I know people go, man, we don't want to hear any more of it. We're tired. We don't want to hear about the issues of the world. But all the most important artists that you can ever remember had lyrics and movements and messages that spoke to people. And their messages may not be for everybody. But Twisted Sister had a political message. Rage Against the Machine had a political message. System of a Down, Public Enemy.
It would be irresponsible for a musician, an artist, an entertainer to not talk about the times of the day.
There are plenty of artists already that make music about nothing.
Yeah.
So I know people will feel strongly about us because we're outspoken and our music is about something. What I'm saying is about something. So when people see me in a 20-second clip, or if they read some of my lyrics, they might say, wow, that guy's a hater. That guy has a lot of hate in his heart. You're fucking right, I do. I hate pollution. Mm-hmm. I hate the way that we treat homeless people. What do you mean? Of course I hate shit. Mm-hmm. So if you're somebody with a message, look, if you're somebody without a message, none of that's important to you. You can make music about fucking hair clips and shoes and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for all I give a fuck. Yeah. But that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't all make music about shoes. Elvis had blue suede shoes, Run DMC had Adidas, and even Nelly had his Air Force Ones. But music is about things.
Yeah.
It's just not about shoes. Slayer, whether it be folklore, whether it be, symbolic, mm-hmm. the symbolism, bands in the 80s had a lot of religious symbolism. You see that now too with Sleep Token, a lot of religious symbolism. Ghost, a lot of religious symbolism. Knock Loose, crucifixes, symbolism.
That's all times of today.
But people will look at a small band or somebody like us and say, man, why don't you just have a website about nothing? Why don't you just, we're tired of hearing about religion. Why don't you just write about nothing? We're tired of hearing about politics. We want more bands that sing or rap about nothing.
Then go find them.
My response to that is, what the fuck you doing here?
Go find them.
Yo, Ricky said everybody fucking hates something. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like,
Talk to me.
to me.
Shit is crazy, right?
It is. I mean, honestly, you can
You
have
can't make
music-
everybody happy.
Right. You can make music about literally anything. But the moment you want to like use that space to talk about something else, something enlightened, something that's going on going on in the world, like that's your opportunity to do it, and it would be irresponsible for someone not to talk about it at some point.
We got 20,000 followers on this, 40,000 people that follow the page, right? You know, most people will never have 40 people as an audience. You know, if you got 20,000 people as a potential audience, there might be a time in your life where you ask yourself, what did I do with it? What good is having 40 followers if you're not going to do something with it? What good is having $1 million but you're not bringing value to other people, or if you're not creating or investing in the people around you?
You must be doing something different.
Right, what are you doing?
Every band is doing something different.
Right, for sure. For sure. And believe me, I don't think we should all be singing about religion. I don't think we all need to be doing charity.
Right.
I don't think that we all need to,
No.
you know what I mean? I don't think we need to do the same
People
thing.
that want to can.
Exactly. And I don't think we all need to, I don't think that we all need to be, you know, like, independent revolutionaries. That's not our goal, you know?
It's not the end of the world to have hate in some sort of way in the music. There's nothing wrong with
Art imitates life.
Exactly.
Okay? So
If you don't like something,
the
gonna
truth
come-
is in the art, okay?
Yeah.
And the truth is in the art. Art imitates life. And art dies in fascism.
every time.
Art dies in authoritarianism. So that's why throughout history, people have told a lot of truth. People have told a lot of the story. People have told a lot of their versions through art.
Yeah. Through music,
Through-
through paintings, through theater even.
Mm-hmm. You know, when we think of modern music in America, we have to think of the blues. We have to think of gospel. We have to think about early African Americans and how they used music. The African Americans in the transatlantic slave community that used hymns, songs, lyrics, and melodies to speak with each other and communicate with each other to reach beyond the boundaries of slavery. That music, that original modern day music, is the seed to American rock and roll. Oh, I just love that.
Yeah. It's heavy.
It's pain. It's pain.
Real pain though.
It's pain. And it's acceptance, and it's intellectual honesty, and it's
enlightenment.
it's us as a species being able to look at ourselves and see how fucking ugly we are. Do you see that? And being able to put that in a painting, being able to put the cringiest, ugly things that we do, when we put that into writing, when we put that into song, we confront that. We could question that.
We could talk about
We
it.
could talk about it. When we hide the art, you know, when we burn the libraries, we hide a lot of that truth.
Burn it too.
And then we recustomize and remix symbolisms and versions and images to try to train the next generations of people on bullshit.
1984.
Derek said raw emotion, for sure. Scott said listen to the lyrics for To Write Hate on His Arms. Yo, I appreciate that. Yeah, our music is about stuff, and sometimes people don't like that.
Well, if you don't like music that's about stuff, find music that's not about stuff.
And I'm here to tell you that my music is not for everyone. I know that artists throughout time have been trained to try to make music for the masses. That's not me. You know, I know it disappoints some people when they learn that I'm the one that writes the music for the band. I know that's disappointing for some people to learn that I'm the co-founder of the band. But if you really, really, really support Melissa or Lexi or the other staff members in the band, and you don't like my personality, then skip over my programs.
Yeah.
You know, if you really love and support Melissa, don't try to get her to fire me. Instead, just support Melissa. Does that make sense? Like if you really love the band, just love and support the parts that you like. Don't worry about me, because I'm not going to go anywhere for a very, very long time. And the only option that you've been given in terms of this band is to like it or not, because we are not in the business of kissing everybody's ass. Me and Melissa are not in the business of making music that everyone's going to like. We are not in the business of being the favorite. Unlike a lot of bands, we are not in the business of being popular or being rich. We are not in the business of people pleasing. We have no intention of everyone liking us and every song that we make being your favorite. You're not the star of the show. And neither are we.
Nobody's the star of the show.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's you hear what Lexi said? Nobody's the star of the show.
Nobody's special.
The purpose of our band is to seek emerging truths.
You guys like to talk about the times.
Right, we write about what's going on. Right, whatever's going
life, what makes you happy,
right,
what you hate.
Right. What makes us cry.
If you don't like what's talked about, then perhaps this is not the music for you, and go find something else.
Right. We never sit around and go on our next song. We never sit around and go, oh, man, I wonder what people are going to like. We don't make music like that. There are already bands out there that have that model. There are already bands and artists out there that can't wait to make music and say things in their lyrics that's going to impress you. This isn't it.
Yeah.
We aren't it. Mm-hmm. And that's not disappointing. Honestly, there's so much room for everybody to gain. There's so much room for everybody to spiral up. There's so many bands out there to be discovered. Why spend time being negative when you could be out there supporting music and discovering shit you really like?
Yeah, just simple. You click off and find something else to do. Listen to.
Ricky says people can only relate to real life things. That's why people like your music. Because they can relate. If you rap about nothing, how can somebody relate? Right. Oh, can I say something to that?
He gets it.
He does. And that's what I mean. Like, I have like a love-hate relationship with hip-hop, because when hip-hop started rapping about jewelry and shit and Rolls Royces, I was like, well, I'm out. You know what I mean? Once everybody, there was a point where to be a rapper, you could smoke blunts on the street corner. You know what I mean? And just don't run away from a fight or snitch on your buddies. You know, and you said what you mean, and you mean what you said in the rap, and you could stay on beat. You were a fucking rapper. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta rap about drugs.
No, but right, you gotta be a fucking right. Once you had to be a drug dealer and have a Porsche, I knew I was out. I didn't fit in with those rappers. I was like, you know what I mean?
The space is no longer intellectual.
Right. Once they started having Once everybody started having diamond chains, I was like, well, there goes my rap career. Now you gotta have a model, a diamond chain, and a machine gun. I'm out.
And a Rolls Royce.
Right. Scott said, yo, if they don't like it, change the channel and move along.
Yeah.
Oh, with the clappy.
Why don't people do that?
Derek said people operate from the depths of which they understand. The good news is we all have the ability to learn and change. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Mm-hmm. That was well said.
Pin that.
Can I do that? Somebody that is a moderator that works here, can you pin that comment?
Pin it.
Pin it. Penne. What's for dinner tonight? Pin it.
Pin it.
Scott says, I'd rather listen to the music that has meaning and message. Yeah, and it's like some of my music, the message is kind of sad. Like, we write songs about child abuse. We write songs about racism. Some of our songs are about racism and addressing that, you know. Some of our songs are about male misogyny, racism, and nationalism. That's some of the stuff that we deal with in our lyrics.
Sexism too.
We are a diverse band. We have a lot of different identities and colors and people in our staff. Art imitates life. A lot of our songs reflect the things that we go through and the things that we see every day.
I'd say Sepsis is like an enlightenment band.
Like, we're not going to write music for your life. Go fuck yourself. You write a song then. Like, there are some bands that they write songs for people, and I understand that. We don't do that.
Yeah.
I encourage you to write your own songs. Like, we got into original music to not write songs like other bands.
Yeah. You want to be original.
Right. So sometimes people say, well, you know, this is going to ruin your career if you guys say something about this topic. For us, that is achieving what we want to.
Yeah. You're going to talk about it.
We have a platform. We have a skill level where we feel comfortable and confident to talk about these things based on our age, based on our experience, our parental experiences, you know, what we've gone through in the judicial system, you know. And the other thing I think that is missed a lot of times, Lex, the pictures fool people. Like, we're not that young. Like, people think we're younger than we are too.
That's why I love the quote, and I live by it. It's called "Looks can be deceiving."
I'm offended when I go in the store and people card me. I really shouldn't be. You know what? I really shouldn't be. You know.
And honestly,
I've worked hard for this gray hair.
I think it's great that people think that the band is so young, because it's like, oh yeah, we still got it.
That's true.
We still got it.
Hold on, let me hit the shit. Oh, son of a bitch! This is so random.
Wait, which one are you doing?
The clappy one, but I think at this time I'm gonna play some music. So Amazon. I figured we got to get to Elisa's story, right?
Yeah.
This is fresh. This is fresh off the press.
Oh, so it's gonna.
This music is awesome.
It's gonna smell nice. It's fresh off the press.
So Amazon
Oh.
is reportedly trying to buy TikTok. Surprise! Like,
put a 1 in the chat if you're surprised.
Right,
put be honest.
Right, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you feel like gag me with a spoon. You know what I mean? Who's impressed by this?
Crickets. So now we know the plan of some of the oligarchs.
This is fucking crazy.
It's like a cash grab.
So let's just check it out. TikTok could be a part of Amazon. Whoop-de-doo. On Wednesday, the New York Times reported that Amazon had a bid to purchase TikTok before the potential ban deadline April 5th. The Times noted, however, that the offer might not likely go through. Okay. TikTok has until April 5th to find a U.S. buyer or get the fuck out. After giving China-owned app the extension, a host of rumored suitors have... Sounds like something else. A host of rumored suitors have been named, including Oracle, Microsoft, Project Liberty, and several other psychopaths.
Oracle, Microsoft?
Yeah. So what do you guys think about that? Are you ready for TikTok Amazon? You know, because of the TikTok shop, I could see why Amazon would like to get their hands on that.
Yeah. Their goal is to be the everything store, so that makes sense.
For you video game people out there, Google is selling ad space in Roblox. via immersive ads. Now this is crazy. Like, I've been saying this for a long time, how video games were such an untapped platform for people selling shit. I mean, just look at what they tried to do with the metaverse. All the metaverse was the Meta Mall.
Yeah, now 2K, NBA 2K is Nike.
Right. So it's like video games are turning into like little flea markets where people obsess and buy cheaper versions and images of these large corporations and these super brands. I imagine the next GTA it'll be filled with Nike and Reebok and huge corporations and brands. So quite literally, like, you might be driving through a video game and on the billboard you'll see ads for Spotify, or you'll see, because video games can change in stream. You know, it's not like you put a disc in or a cartridge anymore. The information is being...
It's like cloud space.
Right. So these events that happen in video games can happen in real time. Like, think about the music events, like the Travis Scott Fortnite stuff or all of that. So, you know, you can have tickets to music events. You can have all of these, like, online or inline purchases. So the future of video games, I imagine, will have a lot of advertising in it. Let's just read a little bit. So, I haven't read this, so let's see how close it is to what I'm saying. Get ready for the next stage of metaverse-aligned ads. You guys are probably like, yeah, he read that. But I didn't. With Google launching new ad space with Roblox as the first of its gaming in-world promotions. I don't know if you guys are watching, but you can see this little billboard here. In the game, they have a billboard in the game, and there's an advertisement on it. As you can see in the example, using Google's immersive ads formats, you'll soon be able to display promotion within Roblox experiences. The only thing I have to say about this is, like, kids play Roblox. So what type of advertising are we doing?
It'd be advertisements for kids. Because kids are going to go to their parents. Their parents have the wallet. They're targeting children.
Okay.
The children consumer.
So the kids are playing the video games, and then they ad target. They use the symbolism. They show the characters and the created character. He's got the cool Nikes, and they got the identity.
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy, Lex. Well, there you have it. Those video formats will also enable advertisers to place 30-second video ads within Roblox, which users will glean in-game benefits from watching. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen, but, like, if you're up late at night, if you really want to dig, like, stay up and watch the YouTube advertising. There's some freaky shit in YouTube advertising. It's like, it's it's better than, remember, infomercials and shit?
Yeah.
Like Girls Gone Wild, and remember all that stuff? We talked about that. It's like the new Girls Gone Wild. If you wait, at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever, fuck YouTube. Wait for the sponsored ads. It's better.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit, it's Len Doris.
Oh my god, what?
Len Doris is on.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Say hi to Len Doris.
Oh my god, hi.
We'll play with some music.
Yeah.
Burr, 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 burr.
Well, that's freaking cool.
It is, because after this, it will be ICG.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be ICG game night. We play Halo on Wednesdays and Fridays, everybody. So if you have an Xbox and you want to play with me and the girls in the band, come and hang out with us on Xbox Wednesday nights and Friday. Wednesday nights, we like to be on about 10 o'clock or so. We hope to be.
Yeah. And Friday, play Halo.
Yeah, come and play Halo with us.
The only thing that I have as, like, a curiosity with
Yes.
this whole, like, ad thing with
Yes.
the Roblox is it's going to be one of those things where, like, you're in between, like, the games and Roblox, and that's when they play the 30-second ad.
Like it's gonna load?
Yeah, like the loading screen.
No, I
think the loading
I think it's
screen,
gonna
it's an
play.
ad.
I think it's gonna play in stream, and I think in the future when
Like
we
in the middle of the game.
yes, like when you're driving past billboards, you're going to see
Oh yeah, I see that, but like the 30-second like
picture in
ad clip.
picture, picture in picture, just like YouTube, the skippable in stream.
Oh, they're getting nasty.
That's nasty. Now you're getting it.
Oh, they're getting nasty.
Now think about this nasty shit.
Okay.
Think about when they move that into VR.
Oh,
Yes,
that's crazy.
Imagine a synthetic world where you're just wrapped in corporations. That's what they wanted to do with the metaverse. Now look. Now imagine.
Is that why they're deleting all the
No,
Facebook accounts?
now watch this.
Huh?
Take it off the phone. Take it off the video games. Do augmented reality. Yes, augmented reality, where you bring the fucking synthetic ads into the real world. So in the real world, you're seeing ads pop up during the day.
Well,
You don't see ads anymore on the screen. You see it in your fucking neural chip. You know what I mean? You have a fucking microchip up your ass, and you're just gonna think fucking Coca-Cola and fucking whatever.
this is 1984.
Told you this shit is crazy. A massive breach on Elion Pizza's Twitter X allegedly leaks over 200 million users' email addresses. I just want you to let's back it up.
Wait, they just wanted to breach the email address?
This is the guy that's helping out with our country. Massive breach of Elon Musk's X. I like to call it Twitter. Allegedly, they leaked over 200 million users' email addresses. The date is 4/2/25, by the way. It's 2025, and this fucking genius can't protect your email address.
There's so many public figures on Twitter.
I just please wrap your head around the billionaires that are supposed to fix our country can't protect your email.
Yeah.
With all the gadgets and all the fucking king's men,
Your email is being leaked.
I'm just saying, in a world with AI and quantum computing and robots, this is the fucking guy who promised we would be sitting in fully autonomous vehicles by now. He fucking promised. This is a person that some people think he's a fucking genius. And that's a whole other debate.
His cars are blowing.
I don't even care about that. Focused on this topic alone.
Yeah, this is like the second one.
Right.
Too.
What the fuck? I
Like
thought you were
last
a
month-
fucking genius.
Right. Like last month he had a breach. Now he had another
Oh my
breach.
god.
I'm just reinstating your point at this point. Like this is like the second
Holy
one.
shit.
He like just got this thing.
But I'm saying, so we've all been sweet talked, okay? And pretty pinky promised by Mark Zuckerberg, by Bezos, by all of these fucking trillionaires and billionaires. They keep building gadgets and promising that it's first thing they say is they promise it's going to be free. And then they change their mind.
Yeah, they're setting us up.
Okay? And they start off with this stuff and they go, it's going to be free. It's always going to be free. And then by the time you've entered in your life story, they put it behind a fucking paywall.
And now they have your data.
Twitter was free before we uploaded our life story to it. And then they put it behind a paywall. Over the past weekend, the cybersecurity team at Safety Detectives discovered a post on the prominent hacking message board breach forums from a poster named Thinking One. The post included a 34 gigabyte CSV file containing more than 201 million entries of data reportedly belonging to X users. I mean, you got to remember, they want us to pay for this product. They want us to buy this treatment. We're supposed to believe that this is the best we've got. We can't live our lives without social media. The big idea is that we need this stuff to bring humanity closer. But they can't simply protect an email. I find that significant.
That's crazy.
This is the same Elion's Pizza is the same guy that wants to colonize Mars. Now imagine this. Imagine the Twitter breach X Space Master colonizing a new planet, right? Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do when extraterrestrial intelligent life forms, when they meet Elon Musk, when aliens meet Elon Musk from other planets, what is he going to do? Deport them? Think about it, though.
No, they're going to deport him.
Hold on. No. Think about it. No, I don't think so. If we would have did that. But what I'm saying is, this guy's got space rockets and spaceships. He's got spaceships to go to Mars, and they want to colonize other planets. But it's like, what are you going to do when you get there? Enslave everybody? Imagine SpaceX colonizing new planets and deporting the illegal aliens there. Like, what are we going to do when
He would be the...
What are we going to do when we meet extraterrestrial life forms? We're not going to like them because their skin color's gray?
They're going to scream.
No, but what are we going to do? Are we going to segregate from them because they have different color skin? I don't get it. Oh, here come the gray aliens. We don't like them because their skin's gray. We did that before. I don't understand how we're going to do this.
It can't be done.
What are we going to do when our species meets gray, intelligent extraterrestrials? We're going to get jealous of them.
We're going to be terrified.
We're going to be terrified of their skin color, the way they look. We're going to make fun of them.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to tell rumors about them.
The same shit we do here.
Right. Our species is still undeveloped. Like, let's face it. People in America are still ashamed of who they are. What their skin looks like, what their body looks like. And half of us are still too obsessed with what other people choose to be and what their friends do in private. Like, we haven't made it past there yet.
Yeah.
Americans are afraid of sex.
Yeah.
So like, what are we going to tell the advanced species when we meet them? When we meet the extraterrestrials, what are we going to say? That we love basketball and we love rap, but we hate brown people and immigrants.
They're going to be so confused.
Like, you got to remember, like, proving that you don't care about people and showing everybody how cool you can be is not a talent.
No. No. Prejudice is never... No.
And may I remind you all that the purpose of human beings, the purpose of humanity is not to satisfy other human beings.
No.
Okay? Everyone is like one bad mood from betraying one another. Let's do one more, Lex. This is crazy. I just gotta cover this because I live here. I live in New Hampshire. And Derek's like, yo, he said data is the new oil. Oh my God, he might be right. Yo, Derek, you might be on to something like that.
Yeah.
Rick said, yo, this motherfucker wants our social security numbers. What's he gonna do? Give it to the aliens?
No, he's going to give it to something else that I can't say on this program.
New Hampshire rejects Senate bill committee rejects cannabis, including legalization and medical marijuana homegrown. We just can't move the needle on this. I've been smoking weed my whole life. Before people thought it was cool. Like, if you're an African American, you smoke weed your whole life. Not all of us. But, like, we never thought that weed was a bad thing.
It's not.
Like, that just kind of, like, you know what I mean? Like, being African American, smoking weed's part of my culture. Like, we don't look down on that. We never have.
No.
We never have. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you grew up in a black home, we don't look down on that kind of shit.
No.
So, like, before weed was trendy and before it was like for everybody was doing it, like, I've always smoked weed, you know.
Yeah.
I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't drink, I don't do any drugs, but one thing I do enjoy is some marijuana. Marijuana ain't never encouraged me to commit a crime.
No.
I know that legalizing marijuana is about money, but I just wanted to share, like, how we can't move the needle on this. Like, with all the things going on, when they say that we need money, and when they, you know, everybody says that we're all behind and people can't afford eggs and whatever they say, you know?
The reason we can't move the needle on this is because of beliefs.
I agree with you.
Beliefs.
And those, and unfortunately, those beliefs encourage how we make and spend money, and where we live, and who we can fuck.
Make
And,
laws.
yeah, no, I know.
You know?
I just wanted to share this. I just thought this is pathetic.
It is. Especially the medical marijuana part. That's the part that really gets me with this. Is the medical marijuana. Like,
What gets me is that
this is so weird.
we are all free and we're supposed to be independent and we're all supposed to be adults.
Yeah, live free or die.
But live free or die. But grown-up taxpayers in New Hampshire have to have a babysitter tell them that they can't grow a pot plant in the house.
That's so stupid.
And you want us to pay taxes and follow the rules and do all this.
And they also complain about, you know, money of the state. It's like, you're not doing anything to
Like,
make money.
Let's get some bread, right? Like,
I read the newspaper, so like I read them complain about
I just
how
don't
the
get
state
that.
doesn't have a lot of money, and I just think you would have a lot of money if you move the needle on a couple things, like
I tell you what,
this, for
I don't
example.
think they have it right. I don't, you know.
Like,
I'm stuck on this one.
me too.
I can't get. It literally helps people,
It really does.
and I'm gonna say I know it's cliche and generic, right? But I feel like any state that won't legalize marijuana should make alcohol illegal. There you
Yeah.
go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Because you clearly are really hooked on trying to end the whole, like, drug thing. So, alcohol is a drug.
It's the same reason.
leading cause of all the
It's the
accidents.
same reason prostitution's not legal.
Mm-hmm.
Is because they can't figure out how to tax vagina.
Because you can't.
You know what I mean? Like, if they could sit there and watch you and time the minutes someone's getting laid, they would prostitution would be legal. if they could smell it, if they could,
Maybe that's why the
Test it.
Republicans are so obsessed with it.
you know what I mean? If they could test it, all they would have to do, you know, but you can't track the pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You can't measure it. Ay, ay, ay. So there you have it. You never know how much plants somebody's grown in their house. Derek said alcohol is fucking dangerous. Yes!
I was just about to, yeah. DUIs are the leading cause of most
Listen.
accident deaths in the state.
Listen, I'm not going to say every time that I got in trouble. I'm not going to say every time that I drank alcohol I got in trouble. Because that wouldn't be true. But almost every time I've got in trouble with the law, alcohol was related. Can you believe that? I've never been to jail or prison. I've been to a lot of jails and prisons, but I've never spent time in jail or prison without there being some sort of a, it might have not been directly the cause, but it was alcohol related. I was in a place doing something. I'm telling you, I was in a bar somewhere. I've not, honestly, if I track it back, alcohol was related.
Well, like I said, I read the newspaper. There's a little blip of all the people that have their license suspended, and all of them are
It's
because of
crazy.
DUIs. So
Yes.
you would think, with all this information on, being intoxicated and DUIs, that they would have alcohol be illegal.
Yes. Yep.
It's like one of the leading causes of traffic deaths.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was a big concern all last year.
Well, this is what I have to say. Smoke more weed.
Smoke weed. Everybody.
I don't think they're going to be hauling people off for that.
They're gonna clean up the streets.
Right.
Smoking all that pot.
You guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Immaculate Connection Gaming is next. We'll be playing Halo. If you guys have an Xbox, jump in. We'll be back next week on another episode. The William versus the